Welcome into the South Hockey Radio Network, everybody, as we get set for Game 1 of the 51st Annual O'Grady Cup Thanksgiving Tournament hosted by Loyola Academy Hockey Club. My name is Dylan Ward, as always. Welcome to the broadcast. We are here at Centennial Ice Rink in Wilmette, where we just were on Wednesday night for the Blackhawks Rivalry Series game against the Glenbrook North Spartans, which, of course, GBS won that 2-0 in front of about 1,500 people, and quite a different scene here at the rink today. Maybe a grand total of 50 people in attendance. And I'm sure more will file in as we get going here, but GBS, their first test is against the Providence Catholic Celtics, who they saw this season in the preseason at Glenview Ice Center, defeated them by a score of 3-0. Owen Almberg, who, if you were tuned into the SHL Network broadcast, we talked a lot about Owen Almberg and his offensive struggles so far on the season. He had a goal in that game, so maybe we'll see if he can get one here. Of course, this is not SHL action. This is not CCHL action for Providence. This is the Thanksgiving tournament. All stats, scores, and otherwise will be exclusive to this tournament and will not reflect in the standings or the stats for the leagues. 30 seconds left on the warm-up period, and then we will get to hockey shortly. GBS and Providence alike are in a group with New Trier Blue and York for the weekend. Every team will play each other once over the course of today and tomorrow, and by the end of it, the top-placed team will move on to the semifinal of the tournament. And that'll be Sunday morning with the championship at 4 p.m. right here at Centennial. So GBS and York from the SHL, Providence from the CCHL, and New Trier Blue from North Central, all battling for that #1 spot. You heard the horn, the clock reads 0 here at Centennial Ice Rink. And the teams will meet at their nets to gather pucks and then head over to the benches to talk with coaches. And then we'll be ready for hockey. Last season, during the O'Grady Cup tournament, Glenbrook South was in a group with themselves, York, St. Ignatius, Brother Rice, and I believe it was Carmel Catholic that was the last opponent there. And they ended up going 1-3 across that stretch, with their only victory coming against Brother Rice, and they needed overtime. So they were not able to get a regulation win. This GBS team is a lot stronger, a lot better than it was last season, which was already not too bad of a team. So you got to think that this season they're looking to bounce back from that poor performance in the O'Grady Cup in 2021. And how about a little fist bump for Pete Mulvey over here before we get started? GBS in their gold uniforms, wearing those for just the 3rd time this season. Providence Catholic in their whites. And a lot of high school hockey teams' jerseys change up over the years. The Celtics have gone with the traditional white jersey with black and green stripes for as long as I can remember. And we've got 17 minutes on the clock. A lot of times in tournaments you'll see 15-minute periods, but Loyola Hockey decides to stick with 17. So Vinny Felice will get ready for the face-off. Providence will shoot from right to left, GBS from left to right. Zach Freemuth going to take the draw for the Titans. And we will get started here. Puck falls, and we are officially underway as GBS pulls it back. Eli Kamens getting just his 3rd start of the season overall, as he puts a glove on that one to stop play just 6 seconds in. They drop the puck again. Here's a shot right off the draw, off the stick of Nico Felice, and it just went high. Now Ryan Mulvey finds it in the corner, ahead for a band touch pass out to neutral ice, but right to Felice. He will get it back into the zone, and he intercepts again, but the Celtics are offsides on that zone entry. And in the first 19 seconds, we get our 2nd whistle of the game already. 0-0 with 16:41 to go in the first here in Wilmette. And the neutral zone draw is taken by the Celtics, and that one goes way out of play and somehow clears the protective netting at the rink and winds up in the stands. That was unbelievable. I've never seen a puck go that high and thread the needle so perfectly, but it did. Anyway, we'll drop the puck at center ice again. GBS will win this faceoff again. Here's Adrian Sokol with it. Jack Mulvey into the zone, and it comes back out to neutral ice. This is the second tournament the Titans have participated in this season, the first one being the preseason invitational over at center ice of DuPage, where they made it to the championship game out of 20 teams and lost to New Trier Green in overtime in that championship game. Here's Lucas Ducups. He'll play that one off the far boards, and Providence gets it into the zone. But here's the freshman Vanderplug with it behind his own net for the Titans. Now comes to the near side, and behind the net, Vanderplug gets it to Steenstrup far side. He takes a spill, but able to try and poke the puck out to center ice. He cannot, and it comes back into the zone. Adrian Sokol off the near boards. From neutral ice, it's dumped back down by Schwarz, and now Providence is going to take over possession. Here's Eric Steenstrup now on a steal from neutral ice. He will come into the zone left wing side. Titans have not had any attacking zone possession yet in this game, but now they have the puck in the attacking zone as Callahan races in there. He gets it up high to Lochran. He will shoot. That's save, rebound, Callahan, save, rebound, they score! Will Stevens would not be denied. It was the third shot off a rebound, and the Titans draw first blood in this one. Will Stevens gets his third goal of the season with 15:15 to go in the first. And the Titans up 1-0. Good start for Glenbrook South. They scored the first goal against Providence last time these two teams met, of course. And they won that game. GBS wins the face-off and pulls it back. It comes to the far side. Ban tipped it ahead for Freemuth. He might have a rush here. Freemuth all the way. He shoots, and the save is made by the goaltender. Comes back out to the left point. They send it down, but Nico Felice will take it and get it out to neutral, where Almberg grabs it instead. This one dumped all the way down. Kamens will steer it away. And now Nico Felice gets around Mulvey with ease. Felice to the slot, still with the puck. Couldn't get a shot away, but his brother Vinny Felice comes and bails him out. Left side, circle, he shoots in. Kamens makes the save. Now here's Wojcila, lost the puck. It comes to Almberg, he enters the zone. Owen Almberg down to the corner. Almberg gets stick check, dropped it off Adam Sokol, couldn't get it by. Now Almberg again from a tough angle left side, and the save is made. By the way, that's Andrew Pavich in the Celtics net. There's Ventura now. Got it back up high to the point, Almberg. He lost it. Here is Vinny Felice coming the other way now. From neutral ice, he'll send it down on in. It goes to the right corner, and Adrian Sokol will arc it out. Ventura chasing after it. This should be an icing. There's the whistle, and we stop play with 13:50 to go in the first period. Titans up 1-0. Will Stevens with the only tally of the contest so far. And it was a great third line push for that goal right in front of the blue paint. They were getting to the dirty areas. And on the third attempt, it crossed the goal line. Now we're back underway. Here's Vanderplug. Now it's Ventura. This one's stick over to the GBS bench, and Adrian Sokol on the far side will get it in. This one's tipped out of play off the glove of Adam Sokol and into the Providence bench. We'll freeze with 13:28 to go in the first period. Live from Wilmette, Illinois, the exact same rink of the North-South game just 2 days ago. Quite a different energy in here than on Wednesday night. Here's Jack Mulvey. Coming over the blue line, dropped it off, nobody there. He thought Sherwood might have been, but instead it's gonna be Bruno Hansel the other way. Over the blue line, he shoots, and that took a funny hop. It rebounded off the end boards, and Kamen's able to bail himself out there. This one's centered to the slot. Joe Ramos couldn't hang on, and Loughran will take over. Grant Loughran, while taking a stick check into the zone, trying to get around Ben Schwartz. He got it to Davidson to the slot, and Zadakis able to punch it out to neutral again. Here is Zadakis to the near side for Schwartz. Ben Schwartz, after stepping over center red to avoid icing, will dump it into the zone down the left wing side. It's Eric Steenstrup to recover. He'll try and spring ahead Stevens for a breakaway pass, but he couldn't find him. Stevens would have had a chance for his second goal of the game there. It goes back into GBS's own zone. Now here's Callahan with speed. He will take a shot. That's blocked by Marascus. Callahan goes behind the net, now to the far side half board. Backhand pass to Steenstrup as he chases it below the goal line. Being bailed out by Stevens. This third line has had a great game so far. Eric Steenstrup being pinned against the boards, but on the puck and then lost it. Celtics will try and clear it, and Mastro able to get it outside the zone. Callahan right in there to force a turnover. It goes to Almberg, and now Steenstrup into the zone. Taken away by the Celtics again. 11.5 to go in this first period. Wojala off an interception, got a pass to Freemuth. Through the legs of one defender, that was Ducups, but couldn't make anything happen beyond that. Now Freemuth up high, bang! And that's just high of the net. Almberg to Wojala in the corner. Now Zach Freemuth. Up high, it's Ryan Mulvey. Now here's Casper Wojala, left side corner to Steenstrup. Spins off one check and brings it back up high. Almberg, his slap shot is blocked by Nick Mastro. And Mastro's able to get it down into the Titans' end. Celtics finally get a much-needed change off of that with 10:51 to go in the first period. Celtics now will work in their attacking end. Below the goal line, it's Ethan Gans. Up high to the point, Lucas Ducups took a shot, but that got deflected wide. Now neutral ice again. It will be dumped down by Finn Harris, and the Titans will bring it back over to this side. Sort of hit a lull in the action here. Neither team's taking any big risks or really generating that great of offensive chances. Almberg goes down to the corner, and we've got a Titan now wearing Luke Winger's jersey. I don't know who that is. I'm looking at the helmet to see if I can find out, but maybe that's why Luke Winger is wearing a white jersey, because somebody needed to borrow his gold one. And that's a 29 on the helmet, so that is Benji Pajurski for the Titans. Good to know from here on out, Winger equals Pajurski, just -10 from the jersey number. 9:20 to go in the first period. It's Ventura dumping this one in. There's a loose stick behind the goal line for Providence. As they get it out of their zone, it's Hansel that's intercepted Davidson, but a delayed offsides, and so they'll tag up to avoid an offsides there. 1-0 to the Titans. 8 minutes into the first period, just about halfway through the opening frame here in Wilmette. Davidson will chase this one ahead. He catches up to the puck in the corner, looking for a pass, centers it, Sherwood, and that's just poked wide. It comes out to Adrian Sokol, tipped, and it hit the stick behind the goal line that I was just talking about. Now it's picked up by Providence, stolen away by Sherwood. He turns, shoots, and Pavic makes the save. Jack Mulvey now. Intercepted again, and here comes Bruno Hansel dumping this one out. Providence will change all 5. 8:18 to go in the first. Titans looking for another here in this opening frame. It's Sokol below the goal line. That stick still out there causing problems. Adrian Sokol dumps it below the goal line again, and Finn Harris gets it to the near side for Mastro, who tips it out. Vanderplug over to Adrian Sokol, and it's in the slot. Stevens, and it's punched out of there again by Aiden Castleton this time. Titans will have to reset, but GBS, after being outplayed for probably the first 3 to 4 minutes, has really dominated Providence here to this point. Callahan, intercepted again by the Celtics. Loughran plays catch with Algrim before getting it to neutral ice. Callahan, now Stevens, that looks offsides, and the late whistle will bring the face-off to neutral ice with 7:23 to go in the first period. 1-0 to the Titans. It was Will Stevens getting his 3rd goal of the season overall. Obviously first of this O'Grady Cup tournament group stage. Titans with a couple of games today. As a matter of fact, every team in this tournament will play 2 games today except for the teams in Group D. They will play 2 games tomorrow, while the others will just play 1 tomorrow. GBS, of course, playing right now against Providence. They will have a 7 p.m. tilt against New Trier Blue tonight, Heartland Ice Arena down in Lincolnwood. Ironically, it's actually the Titans' only scheduled game at Heartland Ice Arena for the season, because their one away game that they were meant to play against Loyola Gold was the Wolves series at Allstate Arena. Freemuth gets stopped by Pavic. Another freeze with 6:40 to go in the first period. And it feels like there are much more Providence fans here than there are Titans fans. Maybe not much more, but significant amount for especially the difference in commute. Of course, for Glenview, it took me about 10 minutes to drive here. Gerard, I don't know about you. And after their 7 p.m. game against New Trier Blue, it'll be York tomorrow at 3 p.m. to close it out. GBS doesn't have to go 3-0 to make the semifinals, but it would sure help. If they didn't, they would need some tiebreakers to bail them out. But you can ask a lot of these players. I'm sure they have a lot of confidence in the way that they were seeded into this tournament. And I sure wouldn't be surprised if they came out of the group. The SHL Network vote has them as favorites. Here's Ventura, tried to get a shot away. Tough angle, and Pavic makes another save. 5:44 to go in the first period. 1-0 to the Glenbrook South Titans, who are the designated road team here on this neutral site. On the visitors' bench, which of course was also their bench for the North-South game. But they switched that over to be a home bench because of where I'm standing. Of course, the broadcasting platform up here on this right side of Centennial Ice Arena, Centennial Ice Rink make that, is in the GBN side for that North-South game. So they go ahead and give GBN this side so that the Titans can fit more fans. But in reality, that bench on the left is the visitors' bench. This one on the near side that GBN had on Wednesday night is the home bench here for all intents and purposes. Eli Kamens haven't had an opportunity to say his name a lot in this game or this season, but he's had a nice start to this one. Over 10 minutes of action, not a goal allowed. He actually has only 2 goals allowed on this season in 4 games played. Of course, one of which was a 10-0 shutout where he recorded a grand total of 5 saves in the Goose Egg. That was in the preseason invitational tournament. Now here comes Nico Felice to the near side. He's being pressured by Freema. Holmberg gave it away. It's Vinny Felice, got it to his brother Nico in the slot, but he couldn't get that one by, so here comes Jason Van. Dropped it off Freemuth, now over to Wojula. His backhander missed the target. Jason Van near side, back up high to Almberg. He will shoot from the right point, but the wrister missed the net. Adrian Sokol now far side, and it's tipped out to neutral ice. 4:25 left before we take a timeout. Almberg dropped it off, but no one was there, and Bruno Hansel will get it out to neutral ice. Now here's Joe Ramos with speed, being defended by Adrian Sokol as it goes behind Cayman's net. And finally picked up, and a tough angle shot from almost the goal line by Finn Harris is an easy save for Caymans. Maybe not even a save. It probably wasn't hitting the net. Now the Titans try and clear it out, but the Celtics keep it alive. It goes down below the goal line where Almberg takes over. He'll try and clear it out, but Zedekis keeps it in. This shot was going way high, but blockered away by Caymans anyhow. Eric Steenstrup through neutral ice. On a bit of a goal drought, he would like to score one. But it's grabbed instead by Finn Harris. 3:20 to go in this first period. Will Stevens, the only goal of the game, happened about 5 minutes into the contest. Now a bit of a collision between some Titans on the near side half boards of their own zone. Kojerski got it to Sokol. Now Ventura tips it off the boards, but it's kept alive, and a shot by Aiden Castleton, with not much warning, is saved by Caymans. 2:55 to go in this first period. Just like the SHL, we will take a brief timeout after the first period and then cut the ice between the second and third. CCHL also works that way, so nothing out of the ordinary for the Titans or the Celtics in that regard. GBS takes the face-off. It's Michael Algrim to the near side and dumped out. This will be an icing. There's the whistle, and 2:40 to go on the clock. GBS will get another defensive zone face-off. It'll be at the circle to Cayman's right with 2:40 on the clock. An uncomfortable silence during those whistles takes over this Centennial Ice Rink, as we will get another for this icing. It just feels so weird to have been here 2 nights ago with all that was happening. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching at home that were here 2 nights ago in person. And I almost feel like I'm in a completely different building. That's how different it is. Here's a quick shot by the Celtics right off the face-off Gans, but Caymans made a nice save. Turnaround shot is whiffed upon. And this centering pass comes out to neutral. That's offsides as tipped in. Mulvey got it to the blue line, and Freemuth was a step over the blue line before it went across. And now Jason Van sliding over. Maybe part of his equipment is malfunctioning. Now Wendy Ban and Stephen Ban will go over, his parents, and see what's going on. I hope he's not hurt. Doesn't look like he is. I think I saw a smile from Wendy Ban there. It must just be an equipment malfunction, so he will get that figured out, and we'll play on without him for now. Ryan Mulvey, near side Almberg, It's intercepted and neutralized again. It's Maraskis. Back to the blue line. Ben Schwartz getting it into the Titan zone. Mulvey. The far side half boards. Now Sherwood in there. Fighting for possession of that puck. And I think we have a penalty coming up here, the first of the game. And yes, sir, the cross-check is indicated by the referee, and we'll see what we have here with 1:25 to go in the first period. It's going to be a penalty against the Glenbrook South Titans. Wyatt Sherwood, who's the leading penalty minutes man on this Titans team, will just got another penalty. So the first team to head to the power play of the hockey game will be the Celtics. 1:25 to go in this first period, so the power play, of course, will bleed into the second if Providence can't score a goal before the period ends. Here's Breyer, his shot, and it's stopped by Kamens again. 1:18 to go in the first period. Titans up 1-0. Will Stevens still the only goal of the hockey game. Great effort by the third line. Pretty sure all three guys will get a point on that one. And it's forced out to neutral ice. GBS PK has been pretty good as of late. They only had one opportunity to kill a penalty against GBN, but that was a game where the referees really swallowed their whistles anyway. Adrian Sokol clears it out. Racing over to keep it alive is Zadakis, but he's just gets there a step not in time as we get down to 45 seconds left in the first. Zadakis, far side half boards. Freemuth gets it out to neutral. Now here's Owen Allenberg. Looking for Ventura with a pass. It'll miss him, but won't be an icing. Of course, they are short-handed. So the Celtics will regroup. Tom Ducups works with 25 seconds on the clock. Being pressured by Steenstrup, gives it right to the stick of Adrian Sokol. Now back to Steenstrup and to neutral. Finn Harris, number 19 in white, tried to get it back into the zone, but the Titans force it to the Celtics end again. Now 9 seconds, 8 to go in the first period. Providence looking for one more chance. Adrian Sokol gets it out to neutral, and that's going to finish the first of 3 frames here today. Teams will meet at their bench and talk things over. We will switch sides. So now the Titans will go from right to left, and the Celtics from left to right. Of course, this camera that you're watching on is right in the middle of the rink, but I am here on the way right side. Maybe you've caught some glimpses of me as Gerard pans over to the right side. So now GBS, after shooting at the net I am closest to, will defend that net, and Providence will go from right to left. So an interesting first period, certainly a much different type of game than Wednesday. You could really tell that both these teams have lost a little bit of energy. And that's what happens in these tournament games. You can't give 100% energy for all 3 periods necessarily, because you have to preserve your energy for the entire weekend. Of course, the winner of this tournament is going to have played 5 games in 4 days. Pardon me, 3 days, which is a couple of 2 game days and 1 day with just 1 game. As Glenbrook South switches ends and now comes to the near side, and they will look to extend their lead here. Still have 35 seconds left of a penalty to kill. Wyatt Sherwood sitting in the box here at Centennial Ice Rink. Puck falls, Celtics control. We're back underway here in Wilmette for the second period. Titans with a 1-0 lead. Celtics trying to change that on the man advantage. Here's Zadakis up high. Right point being pressured by Freemuth. He tips it out to neutral ice. Might have a breakaway. Ventura Now they'll just get it to Providence's end, but that's good enough. Zach Freemuth, whenever he has the puck, you expect him to do something magical. I'll just say that. By the way, there's a nice save by Kamens. All the meanwhile, Zadakis around Mulvey, backhander, goes down low below the goal line. Vinny Felice, Celtics passing pretty nicely here as this one right in front of the blue paint can't get tipped by. Freemuth will get a pass to neutral ice, tipped by Ventura. Penalty now over. Sherwood on a partial breakaway. Lost the puck, got it back, centered it, looking for Ventura. Didn't find him. And it'll come out of the zone where Allenberg will dump it in. Some quick action here to start this second period, as it's sent all the way down into the Titans' end. Adrian Sokol will loop behind the goal line and get it ahead to Wyatt Sherwood, who was waiting at the other blue line. He shoots, and it whiffed on that shot or just missed the net. Now Vanderplug right point. It's tipped out of there, and Wyatt Sherwood chases it back. Adrian Sokol now plays it off the near side glass and all the way down. No icing is the call, as it slowed down enough, so it's taken away instead by Charlie Maraskis. Vanderplug now below his own goal line. Intercepted, and a turnaround shot from a tough angle by Gans went high of the net. Titans get it below the goal line again. Here's Mastro with the puck. Nick Mastro centered it, but it wouldn't get tipped by. Now taken away again. Here's another tough angle shot by Drake Thomas this time. It wouldn't go either. Another shot from the right point is handled easily by the Titans. And Providence is definitely hungry for a goal at this point. Adrian Sokol plays it off the end boards, and it's taken away by Drake Thomas. Centering pass, he goes to the blue paint with it, and it gets tipped out of harm's way. The Titans are happy to ice the puck here, and they will make a change as they were getting tired. All 5 guys off. A fresh Cinco onto the ice to help defend this defensive zone faceoff. 14-21 in the second period. Titans hang on to the same 1-0 lead as they had in the first frame. Puck falls and the Titans control. It's Allenberg. He couldn't get it outside the zone. And so he goes to the far side. Davidson couldn't find it. Here's a shot from the point. Travis Breyer got a lot on that drive, but it's saved by Kamens. Eli Kamens with that shutout against the Edwardsville Tigers from Southern Illinois, as I mentioned. Shutout against the Barrington Broncos, as this one just goes high. 9 saves on 9 shots in the third period against Stevenson. The only game that he's allowed any goals was the 2-2 tie to the Bennett Red Wings at Glenview Ice Center in the preseason. Mulvey turns around and fires, but that one's blocked by Providence. And this one touches the netting. It'll be out of play. And Hellberg gives a wave to Jason Ban there, who just got a new skate, it looks like. Good moment there between those 2 newly confirmed alternate captains. I'm sure it wasn't a question that neither Allenberg nor Jason Ban would lose their A. The captains just announced for the Glenbrook South Titans. Actually, when I think about it, haven't had a chance to mention it on the South Hockey Radio Network. So Zach Freemuth becoming the first junior to wear a C for the Glenbrook South Titans since Theo Papolis. Of course, Will Papolis' older brother, who played for the Titans until he graduated in 2020, was part of that Final Four team. So, of course, this is a team full of seniors for Glenbrook South. So for Zach Freemuth, the junior, to get the C, quite an honor. And Zach, if you watch this back later on, congratulations. That is more than well deserved. Here's Algren settling this one down in his own zone. There is the captain, Zach Freemuth. Back to Lochran, who gets it out to neutral ice. Chasing after this one is Wojla, trying to get around Breyer. Finds the puck in the corner and centers it, but nobody was there to tap it by. Providence will look to get it out. Adam Sokol keeps it alive. Now it's Wojla with the puck. Adam Sokol got around one man, goes to the corner with it. Now behind the net, it's Zach Freemuth. Freemuth goes to Adam Sokol again. 12 minutes to play in the second period. Low scoring contest as this one goes up high and into the stanchions here at the ceiling of Centennial Ice Rink in Wilmette. And we'll get a whistle. New Trier Blue and York going at it right now as we speak at American Heartland Ice Arena. We'll try and get a score update for that. Of course, here in this tournament style, as Adam Sokol shoots, looking for the 5-hole, and Pavic dives back to keep it out of the net. What a play by the Providence goaltender to keep this a 1-goal game. And finally, the Celtics able to get this one all the way down. It'll just miss Cayman's net and be an icing. 11:38 to go, and GBS had a pretty good chance there for number 2, and it wouldn't go. Circling back to my thought, unlike the regular season where it's super stagnant and drawn out, you're not just focusing on your own games here. The way other teams play is basically just about as important as how you play if you want to get out of this group, because at the end of the day, there's only one team out of this Group C that's going to advance. And 3-0 will do it. I mean, there's no question about that. That's the only thing. But of course, it's more than possible for you to have multiple 2-1 teams. And then it comes down to the tiebreakers, which here in this Loyola tournament is going to be head-to-head. And then I believe goal difference, as now Sherwood has just gotten another penalty for the Titans. It was probably that corner play that was a bit obstructed from here at my vantage point, but well, we'll see another power play. No, excuse me, there's coincidental, so each man will have a seat for 2 minutes. We'll stay 5-on-5. There you go. Jack Mulvey now below the goal line. Goes over to the far side, Ventura, back up high to Almberg, right point. He will take a shot that's blocked in front by Ben Schwarz. And then it comes to the far side. Aiden Castleton will help get it out for Providence. Almberg takes a hit, drawing some attention from the Celtics bench. But it'll go behind the goal line for the Titans, and Ventura tips this one out. And it does just get far enough to be an icing. So we stop with 10:47 to go in the second period. 1-0 lead for the Glenbrook South Titans. This has been a quite low-scoring game here in Wilmette. The only goal was sort of a dirty one, and again, it was by Will Stevens, who's on the ice now to take the face-off. He wins it, and it's Adrian Sokol now below the goal line. He will get this one out to neutral ice. Chasing after it is Callahan. He catches up to the puck. Matt Callahan centers it. Steenstrup, and the save is made by Pavic. Another great look for the third line there, as Callahan and Steenstrup, 41 and 40, looking to connect there. I don't think Steenstrup got a stick on it, maybe a skate. But Pavic said, I'm going to make this save anyway, and he did just that. So Glenbrook South continues to search for their second goal of this game. Hockey's a funny sport. Providence can tie it up in just a second before you can blink. So always love to see some insurance in these types of games. especially if the goal difference tiebreaker is going to come into play to make it out of this Group C and advance to the semifinals. Adrian Sokol faked the shot, instead goes to Callahan. Now it's Steenstrup down low. To Will Stevens, the only goal scorer in this game, tried for number 2, but it's saved by Pavic. Another whistle. 10:04 to go in the second period here in Wilmette. Titans will be back here at Wilmette for their 3 p.m. game tomorrow against the York Dukes, the only SHL rival in this Group C. And it's a tough stretch of 3 games when we've got 16 teams alive right now in the tournament. As Algrim got stopped with that shot. Here's another icing. And only 4 make it out of the group stage, just the winner of each group. So there's a couple groups with some big names that are going to have to fight for that number 1 spot. Group D, you've got St. Viator and Neutra Green. Also St. Rita and Maine Hockey Club in that group. They will put up a fight, no doubt about it. You don't enter this tournament to not put up a fight. Group C, this one, of course, Glenbrook South, a powerhouse here in Illinois. They've proven themselves to be that as Pavic makes another save. Group B, you see St. Ignatius and Glenbrook North, so that'll be a very interesting battle between 2 more powerhouses here in Illinois. Group A, probably the easiest one. See Loyola Golden there, the host of the tournament, and Bennett Red Wings, of course, the Kennedy Cup finalist of last season in the CCHL. Now here's Davidson. And he takes down a man and a stick goes flying. That was sort of a weird play. Algrim from the left side point, and that gets blocked. 9:21 to go in the second period. Titans up 1-0. Will Stevens the only goal. Nico Felice gets his shot tipped wide, and it'll come to Davidson, near side half boards. Down low again, Grant Loughran picks it up and gets it out to neutral ice. Ducups. It's intercepted by Loughran. He will get it out. Freemuth pressuring, got possession of the puck, dropped it off Wojcila, his shot, and I believe Pavic got a piece of that. Freemuth, the captain again, goes up high to Almberg. It'll miss him, and instead go all the way down, sort of like an icing. Of course, won't be one, as it was the Titans that sent it to their own zone. Now it's Steenstrup over the blue line, being pressured by Travis Breyer. Steenstrup falls down and gets right back up. Looks like he keeps the puck initially. To the right point, Almberg. Now Wojcila again down low. It's Freemuth. Zach Freemuth centering pass. Steenstrup, he scores! Eric Steenstrup gets just his 2nd goal of the season, and that was much needed for number 40. A 2-0 lead for the Titans with 8:05 to go in the second period. And it was a great pass by Freemuth to Steenstrup, 2 guys who are not normally on the same line for Jim Philbin's side. Clearly some chemistry there, and Steenstrup gets on the board. And we're back underway. So there is that insurance marker for the Glenbrook South Titans. And Kamens makes a toe save that was going to miss the net anyway, but it still looked cool. I hope whoever's keeping score pressed the shot on goal button there. Now Providence, they give it up. Here's Jack Mulvey. 2-on-1 rush if Adam Sokol has enough speed. Mulvey takes a shot himself, and it missed the net, maybe hit the side of the cage. Now Pajurski gave it up. They'll bring it into the zone, but Adam Sokol instead will get it out to neutral ice. Adam Sokol with the puck. He comes to the right side. Around one man, that was Dukups. Goes behind the cage, now left side circle, still with the puck, takes a shot, saved by Pavic. And he is down after that one. It hit him in the mask. And he is a little bit shaken up as he takes off his helmet, blocker, and glove. And suddenly, nobody in here cares about the hockey game anymore. A silent crowd hopes that Andrew Pavic, the goaltender for the Celtics, is all right after that one. 7:04 in the second period. Titans with a 2-0 lead. Jason Ban, by the way, is going to re-enter the game, it appears. Or actually just try out his skate. And he's going to stay out of the game. So, of course, during the intermission, I'll head over to Jason Ban and see what's going on with him. Again, by the way he looks, his facial expression, it seems like it's not an injury. It just seems like it's an equipment problem. But we're going to keep playing here. Andrew Pavic is okay to stay in the game. He is the only goaltender available for Providence this afternoon, morning. So we roll on. Here is Algrim. He goes to Lochran. Now Steenstrup. Got to pass to Stevens. He might have a partial breakaway, but getting back there with a nice defensive play was Schwarz to prevent Stevens from getting a look at his second of the game. Algrim with a nice play to keep that alive, but Providence gets it out and will bring it into GBS's zone. And this one will be an icing. Violation by the Glenbrook South Titans in gold. And they will take a defensive zone faceoff with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second period. Titans with a 2-0 lead over the Providence Catholic Celtics. A couple of third-liners getting the markers. Will Stevens with the first, Steenstrup with the second, and finally Jason Ban is ready to get back into the hockey game as he skates over the Titan bench and makes a little move there that brings a smile to Jim Philbin's face. Here's Zach Freemuth behind the goal line with a pass, looking for Ventura, actually goes to himself. Zach Freemuth all the way down to the corner, dropped it off, it's Ventura with it. Nick Ventura looking for an option, and you see this, another makeshift line here for Jim Philbin. Adrian Sokol from the left point, he scores. He found the top left corner, and it's a 3-0 lead for Glenbrook South with 5:42 to go in the second period. Adrian Sokol, is he a tournament player or what? Absolutely lit up the scorecard during the preseason invitational, and here in game one of the O'Grady Cup, wires that one to the top, Cheddar. Titans now lead the Celtics 3-0, the same final score, the only other time these teams met this season. Mulvey will take the face-off against Vinny Felice to get back underway. So now you got Stevens, Steenstrup, and Sokol. If your last name starts with the letter S, you might have a goal in you tonight. Here's Mulvey. Ryan, that is. Here's another S last name, Sherwood. He got it ahead to Sokol. Pardon me, that's Davidson, and he got taken down. He wanted a penalty, so did the Titan bench, but they're not going to get one. Offsides is called here on the Celtics. And the neutral zone face-off coming up with 5:09 to go. Just in front of the Celtics bench, Titans will control off this draw. Here's Ryan Mulvey. And a big collision there by Sherwood. And Maraskis for the Celtics. Almberg gets taken down. Celtics looking for their first goal of the game. Can't find it here as Davidson will get it to Sherwood in neutral ice, but Wyatt Sherwood couldn't hang on. And the Celtics will take over. Davidson intercepts. He gets taken down again. Jim Philbin wants another penalty, but he's not going to get one. Here's a steal. Stevens looking for a pass. He couldn't find one. Ryan Mulvey will keep it alive at the left point. Now it's Steenstrup with it. Below the goal line, centered it. Here's a one-timer, Almberg, and it just missed. Close call for number 68 to get his first goal of this tournament. And it's deflected out of there. Hit the skate of the linesman, but the result will be the same. It's an icing with 4:03 to go in the second period. Jason Van getting his first look of ice time in a while, since halfway through the first period. Back on his usual line combo with Freemuth and Woijala. Here's Woijala going down to the corner. Zach Freemuth with the puck. Below the goal line and goes to the far side. Celtics try and get it out, they will. Of course, the running clock rules apply here in this tournament with a 5-goal lead. Just throwing that out there. Doesn't look like GBS is going to find a way to get 2 more goals before the second period expires, but if they do, there will not be a Zamboni. They'll just play straight into the third period. Here's Zach Freemuth down in the corner. On the tail end of a long shift, Van and Woijala have already exited the ice surface. And Zach Freemuth now will finally get to the bench to make a change, and good for him. Titans keep the puck here. It's Adrian Sokol. Just next to his brother, goes down low. Adrian with Adam in there to pressure. Pajerski tried to get a pass to Adam Sokol, he could not. And Loughran kept it alive at the blue line. Celtics find it, clear it, icing. 2:18 to go, second period. 3-0 as we keep trucking along here in Wilmette. Big thank you to everyone tuning into this one. It's a fun, dominant performance by the Titans here to open up play in the O'Grady Cup. Titans feel as though they're a contender to win this whole tournament, which holds 16 teams. 3-0 here in the group stage will do it, this being game 1. If they go 2-1, they still can. It just comes down to tiebreakers. As we've got a whistle here. And I'm not sure what was just called there by the mustached linesman, but I mean, offsides, that was quite a delayed offsides, and if it's going to be that delayed, I'm surprised that they don't bring it back. But anyway, we have a neutral zone face-off nonetheless. Titans will control, and they bring it in. Here's Davidson, centered it. Sherwood shoots, and the save is made by Pavic. Sherwood almost was the 4th player with the last name starting with S to get a goal in this game. Stevens, Steenstrup, and Sokol. Adrian, that is. With the Titans 3-0 on the board for Providence. Now Now right by Luke Winger in his white jersey because Pajerski wearing his. And the Titan bench electric after that hit. They're going to get a penalty for it though. And finally it's touched by Jack Mulvey. By the way, that was interesting there. Kevin Oliver wanted Pavic to come to the bench on that delayed call, but Andrew Pavic was hesitant to do that. I'm not sure the reason. Providence had possession of that puck, and they did for quite a while. If Pavic was able to get to the bench right when Kevin Oliver was telling him to, and they would have had 6 attackers out there for a little bit longer, but oh well. Nonetheless, it's a power play for the Celtics, their second of the game. 0 for 1 so far. Here's Felice. Down below the goal line, tries to wrap around. Instead, will go up high. It's Zadakis. Now over to the left side, Breyer. Down low, it's Vinny Felice with it. All the way to the net, centered it for his brother Nico, and he had a wide open net and couldn't corral the puck. Now it comes ahead for Jason Band, shorthanded. He shoots from the left circle, and Pavic makes the save. Just 37 seconds to go in the second period, and then the Zamboni. Game 1 for the Titans and the Celtics for the O'Grady Cup Tournament 2022, the 51st annual edition of this Loyola Hockey hosted tournament. As it's dumped into the Titans zone by the team on the power play, Providence. He's centering pass, and his shot right in close, and Ramos is robbed by Eli Kamens, who puts a glove over it. Kamens, who has not had a lot of action this year, makes his best save of the campaign right there, point blank. What a stop, number 31. Just 15 seconds to go in the second period. Davidson in the penalty box. And will be into the third. Owen Allenberg clears it out. Sherwood chases after the puck. Wyatt Sherwood shoots, and it just went wide. Catching up to it is Jack Mulvey, but as the Celtics bring it to neutral ice, Titans will run out of time. Second period comes to an end, and teams will head into their locker rooms, talk things over. And after an exciting finish to that second frame, I will take a moment to catch my breath as well, turn off my microphone, and take a break just like the players. We will be back in about 10-15 minutes for the third and final frame. Don't go anywhere. You are right here where you're supposed to be on Twitch. GBS Titans Hockey, filmed by Gerard Boris and Dylan Ward here on the call. We will be right back.